Hey, it's Fabian, and in this video it's all about why pitching isn't selling. So I experienced this with a client of mine recently. So she approached me and said, yeah, something is off with my sales or my sales process because I cannot sell my products anymore. And she reached out to me and asked me for help if I can help her with improving her sales. And why I'm able to provide this information to you is I worked within a company, so I was head of the consulting team, and I worked really close with the sales manager, and he was responsible for roughly 35 sales reps. It really depends. We hired and fired a lot. And we made only with a small team which only sold my product with 6 sales reps, and they made about 38,000 calls per month. So I had really great insights how sales works. We also provided sales trainings for our clients, and also, yeah, we coached also our sales reps. So I was really in this thing and experienced how a really great sales team can work. We did a little bit, roughly about 80 million in sales with 2 companies where I worked with. So this is all the experience what I have within sales. I also did sales calls on my own and sold multiple 6 or up to 7 figure in sales. So this is my experience, what I can provide to my clients now and also provide here with this video. So why pitching isn't selling? The most people are aware that they have to pitch something, they have to offer something, and then they think this is selling. But sales starts when you end your pitch, because selling is nothing more to help a prospect to really make the decision if they want to buy your thing or not. So everything which is before your sales pitch is actually just qualifying the prospect and making them aware of your solution. So if you're familiar with agitating their problems, finding out what their problems are and then agitating them, that they really can feel the pain, and then you open up the gap to the desired situation where they want to be. All this isn't sales actually. It's only helping them to understand their situation and that you understand their situation even better, that you can evaluate if your product really helps them in their situation. But this has nothing to do with selling actually, because you don't sell. You just take their situation and try to make them aware of your solution and if it's a good fit or not. So for me, it's only qualifying if they are a good fit for your product or not. So then you pitch them your offer, what you have to offer, and then starts the selling process, because then all the objections are raised and the people are coming up with objections who might not even think about it. And this is the core thing of selling. You need to be able to see what the objection really is and how to handle this. So when the owner of this agency approached me and asked me if I can help her with her sales to sell her products, I asked her to approach prospects she had sales calls with, and they said no. So why they said no? This was the first step, how we improved her sales process. And we're still in this modification of the sales process, to be honest here. So, but I want to make this video because it's always the same thing that apply how you really improve your sales process afterwards. So you really have to figure out, okay, what objections do people have? And there are 3 to 4 categories objections can fall into. I will make another video on only objection handling if you drop a comment in the section below. So just let me know if you want to have this video, how to handle objections. So, but there are basically 3 to 4 objections categories. And if you understand which category the objection fall into, you really can pull out an objection handling script that you wrote earlier to really provide this information to the prospect to handle this objection and to overcome this objection. And this, but in the first place, you really have to know all the objections that are raised. So with my client, we went through this process, or we are still in this process, to gathering all the objections that she experienced, and then we can formulate objection handling scripts for her, specifically for her. Nothing that is made up or what ChatGPT is writing for you. It must be natural to you. I can also make a video on how to write a sales script which really feels natural to you. So this will come up as well in the future. So you really have to figure out what is the objection and how to handle this. That's all the thing that what makes sales or the sales process. So this is selling. And if you are not comfortable with selling, just replace selling with motivating. So you are motivating the prospect to take action and buy your product. But there's one key element that I haven't mentioned yet. Before you can do that, and before this works, there must be one thing, and this one thing is you must be convinced, really convinced, that you can help this prospect. If you are not convinced that your solution really helps them in their situation, nothing will work. You may sell your product to the client or to the prospect, but actually it can work out if you are lucky and really can solve the problem. But if they have a bad experience, it really hurts your reputation and your business, and it's not very much fun working with this client and thereafter. So you really have to make sure that you can really solve this problem. That's why we qualify them in the first place. But the selling process is only objection handling and providing the information they need to make their decision on their own. So I hope this clarifies everything. Why pitching is not equal to selling. Selling starts once you provided or once you pitched and offered your service and product. So see you in the next video.